Hello there guys, welcome back to my channel Juella, or if you're new here then welcome to my channel. As you can see, we have got a food haul guys. My food shopping just arrived literally 10 minutes ago. It's from Sainsburys today and I just thought I would share it with you. Why not? A little bit of extra content for my channel, and also I look like death warmed up at the minute and I kind of feel like it as well. So I wasn't really in the mood for coming on camera, but at least you can hear my voice. Anyway, right, let's get cracking. I've tried to put things in categories, kind of, but this video is probably going to be edited because there's still bits all over the place. So yeah, let's get started. First things first, ooh, tasty. We've got some duck spring rolls. They are absolutely gorgeous. They're beautiful. They're really, really super tasty. To go with them, I've got the vegetable spring rolls as well. And they're a really good size, you know. So yeah, really just fancied them. I don't get them very often, but they're nice as part of a dinner. Or you could just have like a couple of them for your lunch with a bit of salad and stuff, you know. So yeah, really like those. Then I've got some of these. Oh, Ella loves them. We call them cock doggies. They're little pork cocktail sausages and you get 20 in a pack. And I got 2 packets. What's the date on them? 3rd of October. That's not too bad. So yeah, they're ready to eat and they're just nice to just snack on or have as part of your lunch. So yeah, I thought I would get them for a treat for me, Scott and the dog. Then we've got some sausages. These are the pork and apple sausages. Really, really nice, really super tasty. You only get 6, but they're lush. They're so, so nice. Obviously a little bit fattening. Look at the red zones. But sausages are, let's face it guys, they're full of fat. But as far as meat content goes, they're actually quite nice. And they're gluten-free. I'm just reading that. Not that that's important to me, but anyway. Just for anyone who needs to know, the pork and apple sausages from Sainsbury's are gluten-free. So then we have got a lasagna, a ready-made lasagna. I quite like them guys. It's just a nice quick and easy dinner with a bag of salad and a handful of oven chips or something. It's just nice and quick and easy. So yeah, a nice lasagna there, and I like that one by Sainsbury's. Then we have got some cold cooked meats. This one's for Ella. She loves chicken breast slices, so I always get her a packet of those. Then a packet of ham, again, that is for Ella. Honestly, anyone would think my dog was human. I'm sure she thinks she is. Then I've got some tikka style cooked chicken breast. That is for Scott. He likes it in pita breads or sandwiches for work. So that's handy for him. Now this ham, I got 2 packets. It's beautiful and I want to just tell you about it. It's the French torchon ham and you get 4 slices and they're quite big, as you can see. I mean, this is the size of my hand, but yeah, they're bigger than my hand. So they're a really decent size and they're really super tasty. And price wise, I want to say £1.95. I'm sure it's under £2 for a pack. I get 2 packs because we'll get through quite a bit of it. It's really nice in a sandwich or in a salad or even just on its own, and Ella's also partial to that one. But it's got a really nice flavour. It's a really nice taste. So I highly recommend the torchon ham. These are really nice, but they are a treat and I got 2 packets of them. They are the Taste the Difference scallops and king prawns in a creamy lobster sauce with parsley and Italian Parmigiano. They are so, so tasty, guys. Nice for a little starter if you're having like a little 2-course or 3-course meal, but also nice for a lunch. I mean, they are tiny and you don't get many in, so if you were going to have them for your lunch, you would need to eat the 2 of them because they are really quite small. But I get 2 packs just in case. I mean, I never know how I'm going to have them. But I think they're about £4.75 for like 1 box where you get 2 little dishes. But to be honest, for Christmas Day for a starter, absolutely perfect. And the taste, so, so yummy. Absolutely delicious. If you like seafood, and I love seafood. Then we've got a couple of pizzas. I like the stone-baked ones. I've got the barbecue chicken and a meat feast. They're just like quite a thin base, really. I don't like thick, sort of deep crusts or anything. And a pizza is a treat for me unless I'm making my own with a tortilla wrap, which is super thin, like paper thin. But these kind of pizzas are a real treat for me because I try to be really good with my carbs ever since the diabetes thing. So yeah, I'll update you with that at some point, guys. So I've already showed you the sausages. This is the beef roasting joint. The other weekend, Scott and I were both craving a roast beef dinner and nobody brought us one. meh, meh, meh. Anyway, so yeah, that was me trying to do like a silly little meh cry. So anyway, yeah, craving a roast beef dinner. So I thought, you know what, I'm getting a roast beef joint. So this is a slow roasting beef silver side joint, which is a slightly cheaper cut of the meat. But have you seen the price? This joint cost me £18.46. Size wise, it's 1.6 kilograms. So it's an alright size. It'll shrink. I mean, they always shrink when you cook them, but it'll do us a dinner, maybe a beef curry if I put like onions and stuff in with it, and maybe a cheeky sandwich or something. But then again, if the dog wants some, it'll just basically do us a dinner and a sandwich. But yeah, we'll just wait and see. But the plan is to have that on Sunday, and today is Tuesday. So yeah, that'll be going in the fridge. Can't wait to have it, but it's just so expensive at the minute. I really quite fancied a leg of lamb, but Scott's not as keen on that, so I had to compromise and I went with roast beef. So yeah, a nice roast beef dinner on Sunday. We're getting into the autumn weather, although it's still bloody humid and warm. Don't know about anyone else, but we are not cold yet. Like, there's no need for any heating at the moment. Although I do like my cosy blankets and hot water bottles sometimes in the night time. Even through the day today, I've had my hot water bottle, but that's because I'm feeling like crap. So anyway, next item, we have got some pork mince. That's the 10% fat one. Really, really nice for chili con carne, homemade pork burgers, homemade bolognese, whatever. But I'll probably make a chili with that. I've got a really good Jamie Oliver recipe one, which I keep meaning to send my friend Kylie. I promise I'll type it out for you soon, pet. Anyway, so you've already seen have you seen these, the butternut squash crinkle chips? Have I showed you them, or am I dreaming? No, I don't think I have showed you them. Anyway, I ordered the boodles, which is like butternut squash noodles. It was substituted with the crinkle cut chips. But I thought, you know what, I'm keeping them. So yeah, whack them in the oven, 35 minutes, put a bit of olive oil and paprika, salt and pepper on them. Voila, I'm sure they'll be super tasty. So yeah, I'll enjoy them. Probably with the lasagna, I might have them. Then I've got some corned beef crisp bakes. These are really nice, guys. I got 2 packets because Scott and I'll have 2 each for a dinner. So like 1 packet's for me dinner with some salad, and 1 packet for Scott. But they are really tasty and quite reasonable. Like they're maybe £1.50, I want to say, something like that. So not bad. I've got a little gammon joint there, but it's absolutely tiny, guys. It's really small. You cannot even see it in there, but it is in there, but it's really, really tiny. And you get like the honey glaze to go on top as well. That'll just do me and Scott for a dinner, basically. Just have some roasties and sweet corn with it and stuff. Got a couple of packets of chicken breasts. The date on them is not great, but I put them in the freezer anyway. I use chicken breasts for all kinds of things, fajitas, stir fries, curries, just whatever, to be honest with you. But they definitely get used quite a lot here. And I make my own tandoori chicken as well, with tandoori powder and Greek yogurt, lemon, salt and pepper, and a few other spices and herbs sometimes, and garlic. But yeah, it's a really nice recipe. So I'll go on to the frozen things because there's only a few bits, and then I'll probably cut this video and edit it because I need to show you other bits. So we've got some button sprouts. These are the frozen ones from Sainsburys. They're actually quite nice, and sprouts are so super healthy for you guys. When you're looking at your vegetables, always try to go for the greens because they're the best for you. Self-explanatory, really. I call them little mini cabbages. Oh, they're so cute. But yeah, sometimes these can be massive, and I don't like sprouts when they're big because they've got a stronger, more bitter flavour. But when they're really small, they're nice and nutty and just really nice and mild. And I've got to be careful with sprouts because my body doesn't digest iron the way that everyone else's does. So yeah, I have to be quite careful or I end up bent double in pain. And I don't mean wind, I just mean a load of pain, which isn't pleasant. But I still eat them because they're good for us. In one hand they're good and in one hand they're bad. But anyway, they're good for everybody else. And I was laughing not on YouTube, on Facebook the other day. Someone said Halloween gifts for the trick-or-treaters, and it was Brussels sprouts covered in chocolate, which I thought was quite hilarious. But I would never do that, guys. I think I might just not answer the door this year. Bar humbug, although it's not even Christmas, but it's getting close to Christmas. Anyway, sorry pets, I'm waffling. So anyway, yeah, some nice Brussels sprouts, the frozen ones. Really nice as part of a dinner, nice to have on a roast dinner obviously, but also with lasagna or just like a chicken breast or whatever you have. They're just really healthy and really good for you. And I'm just looking outside, it's just started to bucket down with rain. But you know what, it's good for the plants, it's good for the wildlife. So, now not so healthy, we've got beef dripping, roast potatoes, Maris Piper ones. I don't think I've had these ones before, but I'm pretty sure they'll be bloody delicious, beef dripping. So we've got kind of healthy button sprouts there, and not so healthy beef dripping roast potatoes. Anyway, they'll be nice for me beef dinner, that was the intention. Then we've got Cheats version, guys, where you've got Aunt Bessie's Golden Yorkshire puddings. Why stand and faff about making your own, which always, you know, for me, they never rise. Whenever I've done them in the past, they've always kind of gone a bit wrong. They've either been a bit too soft or a bit too crispy. So yeah, I like the cheap ones. 5 minutes in the oven, Bob's your uncle, or Bessie's your auntie. So yeah, anyway, love those. Nice on a roast beef dinner. And some good old oven chips. We've got the extra crispy chips with the skin on. Absolutely perfect. Does the job. Handful of oven chips on a dinner, or like an old school style dinner. Like last Sunday, we were really craving a roast beef dinner, hence why I bought the roast beef. And we had fish fingers, chips and baked beans. Very old school, but I do like a handful of oven chips. They are quite nice. So anyway, guys, on to the next bit. And I'm back, guys. As you can see, we have got kind of miscellaneous items, cheese, fruit and vegetables, and some bread. And then it'll be the final part after this. So let's start with the cheese. Oh, I'm a cheese fiend. I don't know about anyone else. Love a bit of cheese. So I've got some lovely creamy Somerset brie. It's absolutely gorgeous. Love it. Can eat it on its own or on crackers or whatever. It's beautiful. Another one of my favourites, Wensleydale and apricot. Although I do like the Stilton and ginger. White Stilton and ginger. Not Sweaty Socks cheese, not the blue one. Although I like that in soup, but I don't like it on a cracker. But anyway, no, the Wensleydale and apricot is lovely, but you can't get the Stilton and ginger very many places. I think my mum said you get it in Marxie's, but I cannot get Marxie's to do online deliveries. Anyway, so then we've got some Emmental slices. I call it mouse cheese, holy mouse cheese, absolutely love it. I can just literally sit and eat slice after slice of that stuff. Obviously it's not great for you, look at all the reds there, but it is what it is. It's good for your bones, it's full of calcium. Then we've got a block of mature cheddar. Really nice just to go on top of pasta bakes, or like if you make a chili or a bolognese, it's nice to sprinkle on top, which I'm quite liberal with when I sprinkle it. So then we've got some sour cream and chive dip. Really nice with some crisps, but nice just on a salad and stuff as well. Some caramelised onion hummus. Really like that as well with some nice crackers. Then we've got some pate, Brussels pate, which is for Scott. That is not for me. I'm not really a fan of pate, but he likes it on toast. This stuff is beautiful if you ever see it, if you like garlic. If you don't like garlic, you won't like it. This is the roasted garlic dip, and it's stunning. It's beautiful. I say it's stunning like it's bloody lipstick. It's not lipstick, it's garlic dip. Makes your breath absolutely honk. But at the end of the day, if you're a garlic lover, you'll love it. It's really strong. It's lush. So then we've got some olives. We've got the trio of Spanish olives, which is the plain green olives, the pitted ones, the pimento stuffed and black olives. Really nice. I like them on a pizza or on a salad or just anything. I love olives. Quite healthy as well. Then we've got a large garlic bulb. I like the large ones because it's less to peel, so less faff, but it's still nice and healthy as well. Garlic is so good for you guys if you can get away with eating it, and I love it. My mum hates it, but I love it. I must stink. I mean, can you imagine the smell of my house? Just stinks of garlic all the time. Anyway, we've got some dairy triangles. Scott's recently taken, we've eaten quite a lot of these in sandwiches for work. I put them in with his ham. So he likes ham and dairy, and the dog loves dairy, although she normally likes the slices, which reminds me, I forgot to get her some. She'll have a face like thunder. I would put the camera on her right now, but she's asleep and she's not really listening, so yeah. Anyway, dairy triangles. I quite like them as well, to be honest. On a cracker, they're lovely. Then we've got some Greek yogurt. This is my favourite one. It is more expensive, but it's worth paying it if you like it. So this is by Hiya. It's pronounced different. It's spelled differently how it's pronounced, but you pronounce it Hiya. And yeah, it's nice. I really quite like that. But I use it for cooking with as well, and I also eat it just on its own. Then we've got some strawberries. I love some strawberries, especially with the Greek yogurt. So I've got some nice red strawberries there. They're nice and ripe. I always check because sometimes they look a bit pale, but they actually look okay, thankfully. Got some large vine tomatoes. I really like a nice bit of tomato with a bit of cheese. We've got some extra fine green beans. That's for me roast beef dinner, I think. Either that or a Thai curry, but I don't know if I've got any Thai paste in. But anyway, no, they're probably going to go on my roast dinner on Sunday. So some nice green beans, which go out of date by them, but that's only a best before, so I'm sure they'll be fine. Then we've got some sweet potatoes. Absolutely love a bit of sweet potato, roasted, mashed or whatever. It's a complex carbohydrate, so you're allowed a little bit when you're diabetic, but you've just got to be careful. But they're really tasty. Got some onions and then some more onions. I'll get the bag and the little stringy thing of them. These ones are much easier to cut. These ones are usually a bit more faffy because they're a bit smaller. But yeah, got plenty of onions there because I make lots of sauces with them. Got some carrots, can't beat them, nice and roasted on a lovely beef dinner. Or even with a dip. Sometimes I have like cut up raw carrot with me hummus because I quite like that. Packet of fresh coriander because I use it in a lot of my cooking, or if I make salsa or just stir fries, curries or anything, I get through quite a lot of coriander. We have got some royal gala apples, nice with a bit of peanut butter, a nice little kind of snack to have that's not too bad for you. But Scott also likes these apples, so yeah, some apples. These were a substitute. I just ordered the seeded thin bagels, but I got the protein ones instead. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to keep them. I don't eat a lot of bready stuff now, not white bread or anything like that usually. So I thought I'll give these a go, just as a one-off. I'll have 2 and Scott will have 2, just with some butter on or something, or some cheese. Because as you know, I've got a mountain of cheese. So yeah, I'll give them a go. I like the normal seeded ones, so I'm pretty sure I'll like them. Hopefully they'll like me. I mean, they're not too bad in the sugar department when I'm looking at them. Then we've got some wholemeal pita breads. Again, I like those guys. Nice with a bit of salad in and a bit of chili sauce or something. So yeah, I've got some wholemeal pitas and some no added sugar wholemeal bread. This is the one that Scott likes, and I don't mind it if I have bread. I don't often have bread though, to be honest. More often than not, I try to skip it because it's not great for the old diabetes. So yeah, you'd think even brown bread, oh, that must be healthy. Well, yes, it is if you're not diabetic, but every carb turns to a bit of sugar in your bloodstream when you're type 2 diabetic. Type 1's a little bit different, I think, but it's still different, you know, similar with insulin resistance and stuff like that. But anyway, this isn't a medical channel. Let's not talk medical facts, Julie, because you're not a doctor. But I do know a lot of medical facts. The joys of being poorly most of my life. Should have been a doctor. Anyway, so now for the last part. Bloody scatterbrain that I am, I forgot to show you my salad items. I must have just skipped past them earlier. I know you're probably thinking, well, what was that up there to the right? So anyway, I've got some red peppers, guys. 5 of them. I say they're red, they're half bloody green and white. But anyway, nice stir fries, salads, or if you put them in half and you stuff them with giant couscous and other veggies mixed in, nice and quite healthy as well. We've got a cucumber, of course. My shopping wouldn't be my shopping without a big whopping cucumber. I will not say what I said in another video about the cucumbers, but you all know what I mean, guys. You wouldn't like one. Anyway, so no, that's a decent sized cucumber. I'm not going to complain, but I did buy a large one. Ooh. So then we have got a bag of butterhead salad. Yeah, just a nice little bag of salad to have with your lasagna. And a couple of iceberg lettuces. Now, the quality of these look absolutely terrible. I don't know if you can see, but they're like slimy and brown underneath. Why the hell I've accepted them? I didn't see it when I was unpacking them, I don't know. But hopefully when I peel a layer or 2 off, they'll be alright. Date-wise, I've got like 2 days date on them. So I'm kind of hoping they'll be alright. But not impressed with the quality of those lettuces at all. Anyway, right, to the final part, guys, and I'm going to quickly pop this in the fridge first before it all goes off. And now for the final part, guys, quite miscellaneous. Let's just dive in. We have got some whole wheat fusilli pasta. This is the only pasta I'm allowed to have, and even then I can only have a tiny bit. It's better than nothing, guys, trust us, especially when you're an Italian-blooded person like myself. Then we have got some go-ahead fruit slices, the apple ones and the raspberry ones. They're for Scott. They're bloody full of sugar, but because they're like a cereal bar, people think they're healthy. Oh, only 54 calories per biscuit, stuff like that. But you get 3 biscuits in 1 packet, so that's like 160 odd calories. And they are full of sugar. Well, they're not actually that bad, but they are still full of sugar. So yeah, not good if you're diabetic. nor are these bad boys, Rockies and Penguins, but they're not for me, they're for Scott. He literally eats 2 bits of chocolate every day. Honestly, I keep telling him he's going to end up with diabetes, but does he listen? Does he hell? Anyway, we've got some Jacob's crackers. Absolutely love a cream cracker. Little bit naughty for me really with the diabetes, but you know what? I am not willing to give up all my carbohydrates. Definitely not. I pretty much gave up most of my sugars other than in sauces and stuff. So yeah, I think that I'm doing canny well without giving up all of my carbohydrates. I do swap a few here and there, and I give a few up. Anyway, let's crack on. We've got some Pepsi Max, no caffeine. Again, they're the only ones I can drink because I'm not allowed caffeine, and they're perfectly nice and sweet for a little sweet kick. We've got a Doritos mild salsa dip. That's for Friday night. I think we've got Scott's family coming round, so I got some crisps and stuff in as well. So yeah, got some mild salsa dip, tomato puree, good for my homemade chilies, some Seabrook prawn cocktail crisps. They're mainly for Scott for his lunches. Walker's baked cheese and onion, they're more so for me. We've got some tangy cheese Doritos and some chili flavoured tortilla chips. They're for Friday night, as are the 3 tubes of Pringles. Salt and vinegar, Texas barbecue and sour cream and onion. Yummy. Naughty but nice. Old El Paso fajita seasoning mix. Really nice with chicken and vegetables or whatever. Just in a little pita bread or something. The Lloyd Grossman. I think that's a reduced sugar. No added sugar. Tomato and chili sauce. Really nice for when you have a jar of sauce. It's always better to go for the less sugar and less salt ones. So yeah, nice to have in as a backup if I haven't got stuff in for my own. This stuff was a lifesaver as well. I got 2 bars of it and it's a bargain. It was literally like 90 pence or something. This is no added sugar, smooth dark chocolate. Now, sugar wise, it's perfect. If you're type 2 diabetic, you can have like a good size cube or 2 of this every other day, I would say. Although I'm not a doctor, but yeah, it's actually quite nice. Nice for just a little something kind of a little bit sweet, but not that sweet, with a cup of tea, just so you think you're getting something like a treat. It's really not bad, and it doesn't tend to spike my sugars too much. So yeah, quite liking that, and it's a really good price in comparison if you buy diabetic chocolate. You might as well just get this. No added sugar, smooth chocolate, it's fine. I would probably prefer the milk one, but I've only ever tried the dark. Paracetamol caplets, cannot go wrong. Use plenty of them here. I've always got a headache or toothache or something. Couple of tins of tuna steak and water. Yeah, like them on a salad. Then we've got a chocolate cake. Obviously really not good for diabetes. This is a birthday cake. It's the Wiggles, the caterpillar one. It's so cute. Look at his little face. But yeah, that's not for me. That's for my stepdaughter's birthday this weekend. It was her birthday last weekend, but we're seeing her on Friday, so had to get her a cake. I mean, you can't have a birthday without a cake. She is 20 like, but it's not like she's a kid, but everybody loves a bit of chocolate cake, don't they? Wink wink. And I really shouldn't be eating any. I haven't had cake since last year, so I might have a tiny little slither. Surely that won't do us too much harm. So yeah, Wiggles the caterpillar cake there. Did I say Wiggles the caterpillar before? I did, didn't I? I didn't call it something else. Anyway, so then we have got some slimline lemonade, the Schweppes one. Love the Schweppes one. I'm not a brand snob, but I just prefer that to any other. Soda water. I got a couple of bottles of that for a reason. I bought a bottle of lime cordial, lime squash, lime and soda with ice cubes, fresh lemon and lime. Yeah, really, really tasty, really refreshing. Haven't had it in years. So yeah, obviously I've got lime squash as well, guys. And last but not least, we've got a couple of bottles. I've got 2 of them for Scott because he drinks them like there's no tomorrow. Just some orange squash, double strength orange squash. It's like 50 pence for a little bottle. Doesn't last him long, like, because he drinks a lot of it. So I get myself the slightly nicer stuff like the Robinsons because I don't drink as much of it as him, but he gets through loads of that and he has it quite strong. So yeah, got myself the lime one. So that's everything, guys. I think I have showed you everything. I'm just scanning around to double check. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have. The rain stopped outside at least. I'm just looking there now. It's a bit wet, but it has stopped. So anyway, yeah, that's me done, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope this hasn't bored you too much. And I hope it hasn't made you drool either, making you think, oh, I want some food, I want me dinner. Which is exactly what I'm thinking now, because it's like 5:15. I've just put the oven on, and I'm going to stick these 2 pizzas in, guys. I've literally put them aside ready. So this is me dinner today, a little bit of pizza. Yum, yum. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Bye-bye.